Hello, my name is Jason, and today we are presenting to you our product, SimBrewlation. My other partners are Sabina, Dasha, Claire, and Bridget. SimBrewlation is a realistic representation of a small-scale brewery. Our product will be changing the brewing world one step at a time. We are offering a product designed to help breweries improve their operations by managing their throughput. The target market of our product is the craft brewery industry. Craft breweries are small, independent, and unique, each producing less than 700 million liters of beer per year. According to the Brewers Association, craft breweries are also growing by 12% each year and employ about 100,000 Americans. Craft breweries have a stable fan base. Due to the ever-expanding industry, competition to satisfy the demand is also increasing. The operational challenges associated with this growth is where our product comes in.
In order to stay competitive in the industry, breweries face the challenge of expanding their facilities. This can be done by opening an entirely new facility or purchasing more machinery for existing breweries. Currently, there is no systematic way for breweries to plan out their facilities. Brewers model their new facilities based off of previous floor plans and have no way to plan for expansion or liquidation if necessary.
So you may wonder how SimBrewlation offers a solution to your problem. Well, let me tell you how. It's a simulation tool for companies to accurately model their facilities so they can estimate throughput. Not only will it allow you to estimate throughput, but it will offer you a way to maximize it. More throughput equals more profit. After entering customizable settings, you'll be able to run 100 replications of your simulation and see by how much your throughput will increase. This tool can be useful for a brewery that is considering expanding. For example, you'll need a way to decide what process step to invest in, whether you have the resources for an extra transfer pipeline or tank. Our product will allow you to test different expansion scenarios and compare their different throughputs. Similarly, SimBrewlation allows for effective cost-cutting management. You'll be able to decrease capacity at a certain step in the process without damaging throughput, and then invest the savings into a step that will generate more revenue. Some of the major highlights of our simulation software include easy usability and a web interface. You'll be able to input all of your custom tailored and comprehensive information online in one easy step. Sensitivity analysis will allow you to test different scenarios.
Now let's look at the features of the model and the different aspects that can be customized. We have split the brewing process into its 7 fundamental steps. The first 4 steps can be customized based on the transfer times and the cleaning times associated with each tank, as well as the quantity of the tanks at that step. Once the hop solid has been removed from the wort, the beer will move into the fermentation step of the process. Here we use a bimodal beta distribution to distinguish between the amount of time it takes to ferment ales as opposed to lagers. From here, a certain percent of the beers will be filtered based on the product mix of your company. Beers that are not filtered will go straight to the bright tank for holding before bottling. Since our model ends at the bright tank and we do not incorporate bottling, this means that each unit of output is in tanks. This is important to keep in perspective. If we see a change in throughput of just one tank, this is approximately 45,000 bottles.
Now let's take you through a live demo of SimBrewlation. Here's our welcome page. Simply click Let's Get Started and you'll end up here. As you can see, you have a variety of inputs that you can change, including the quantity of tanks that you have at each stage, the transfer times from that stage, and even the percentage of products that are ales versus lagers. Both the transfer times and the cleaning times are represented by a distribution that is skewed to the right. So enter a minimum time that is close to what you usually expect, let's say 10 if we expect 11 or 12, and a maximum that represents the amount of time if something goes wrong during the process. Our default runtime is 30 days, since this is the standard amount of time between major cleanings, and we'll run the simulation with both 50% ales and lagers. Once you've filled in all of the inputs, you have 2 options for running the simulation, either a single run or sensitivity analysis. The single run will allow you to see how stable the throughput will be over time. As you can see, the output is fairly stable over time for this situation. The real value of our product comes from the sensitivity analysis option. Here, you will be presented with a histogram of the throughput values for 100 runs of our simulation with your inputs. Looking at this histogram, we can tell you with 95% confidence that you'll experience a minimum throughput of 54 batches. Now let's say you're considering purchasing a new tank at one of your steps. I'm going to go ahead and add a 5th tank in the last step of the process and run the sensitivity analysis again. As you can see, our throughput increased with this adjustment, and our new estimate is about 61 batches.
Thank you for your time. Please contact us at SimBrewlation@gmail.com for more information. SimBrewlation, changing the brewing world one step at a time.